like blowing smoke.
Oh my gosh, I am sketched out. You better not go far from me.
Are aliens starting to show themselves through social media now? I know you're about to say, like, what are you talking about, Star? Well, you know, it's either that or AI is getting really good. So I was sent this video by a friend, and at first I'm like, oh, that's totally AI. Totally. But then there was another video of it, and another one, and I'm like, I don't know anymore. I don't know. Listen, let's watch it together, and then let's talk about it.
The heck?
So with that one, I'm like, you know what? That is AI. It's a short video. This now.
That
come
is
on,
AI.
You know, totally AI. But then I see this.
There's no way. Okay, makeup. That's why your eyelashes are a different color, or your eyelids are a different color. It's makeup.
But stay tuned.
So, you know, first instinct is AI, but like the second video, I'm like, well, he still has it on his face, and it's in there. So what is that? Is that a filter?
Makeup?
Are filters now mixing with AI? Is there like...
No, but there's...
like a system of
special
AI that can
effects
do that
makeup.
kind of stuff? I'm just kind of confused. For all those techie people, let me know what you think that is. So, because I got to keep up on things, man. I'm into the bizarre, so I really have to have a good perspective of what is AI and what is not.
Now, that's a plane. No doubt about that, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to move over this side to see this. What the heck is that?
It looks like a laser or a flashlight. I think it's a flashlight.
Yeah.
What am I looking for? What is that?
This clip shows a man pointing a laser towards a star-like object in the sky. As he is doing this happens. Take a look.
What the heck? No. What is there, like fireflies in the sky? What is that? That's so weird. If that's not AI, that is like gorgeous. Oh my gosh. It looks like the entrance of heaven. That is amazing. Is that like a fireball? What is that? That has to be AI. There's no way that's real. That is way too clear. Cool looking though. What the heck?
So here's that video from the other night that went viral on here. And you can see I first show the whole coastline so people have a perspective. And then I zoom in on the orb, which was 3 to 5 times brighter than any star in the sky. When look what goes above it, look what flies by. That triangular craft is moving at least 5 times faster than any jet. So I look at the jets
It's like
out
a
here all the
triangle
time.
with three
They
lights
move,
on it.
450 miles an hour, 500 miles an hour. They take minutes to crawl across the sky. This thing took seconds. I've never seen anything like it.
When someone says, do you believe in extraterrestrials or do you believe in aliens or aliens visiting the Earth? I don't believe anything. I know from personal
I've always believed that video. That looks
experience.
legit.
In the Brotherhood, there's a hierarchy. There's a chain of command. In my position, access to the higher levels of chain of command led me to Area 51 and many other sites around the world where extraterrestrial technology exists, including extraterrestrials. The main purpose, remember, of the Brotherhood, you don't want the masses to have control over their ability to create their reality and create their lives. So I have to warn people that when you hear this, to try to open up a sense of possibility of what is potentially real. There is a truth. They don't want you to know the ultimate truth, but there is a truth. And it's not what you think.
Oh, who's that? Everyone was asking for a video. Okay, so they put out a video. Someone has a video. This guy was fishing near Langley Air Force Base, and he got a video of the quote-unquote mothership, which TikTok is getting angry with me, so this is for entertainment purposes only. But I want you to check out this video because it is freaking awesome.
Okay,
it's freaking awesome. And he goes on, he's sitting in his boat. You can hear him sitting in his boat.
Show me.
And it looks interesting.
This video is for
let's
entertainment
just watch the
purposes
video.
only, guys. Just
This
so you
was
know.
taken in Virginia, specifically right next to Langley Air Force Base. Now, why is that important? Because apparently, recently, there have been swarms of drones or UFOs flying around and over this Air Force Base, protected airspace, right? And that we don't know how to stop it. We don't know what it is. And this is a perfect example, this video that was just taken, okay, this week, of this phenomena.
They started off down there. They've just been chilling there. There's like a blue light, there's a white light, there are red lights, green lights. A string of fucking Christmas tree lights. But it's at an angle.
That's odd that he says Christmas tree lights, because that's how I always describe the UFO I seen when I was about 6. And I never heard people describe it that way.
We're out here fishing. Sunday, October 10th.
It's the second time I've heard that.
9 p.m.
Some
Makes me
cases,
feel like I'm a little less
motherships
crazy
have been
from
reported,
what I see when I was
according to
little.
Mellon, who also managed security and
I try to
information
rationalize it, and
operations
I
for
can't.
part of his time at the Pentagon. These motherships, Mellon clarified, were extremely fast, larger vehicles that have been observed collecting or releasing swarm of smaller craft.
My lights might go in and off.
What?
I'm in a car.
I'm so
Hopefully my
excited about this.
battery doesn't die.
Okay, hopefully they don't get mad at me about this post. Love you, bye.
January 1996, a number of witnesses to a cylindrical shaped object, a little bigger than a school bus. It was like a metallic cigar shape. Yeah, there were no like wings or any visible means of propulsion. It didn't really make any noise. And it had a tear in the back of it, which is very puzzling. Like, how did that happen? Something came in contact with that object to tear it. They said it was like a white vapor. It wasn't like a smoke from a fire. Clearly in distress, struggling to stay in the air. It was making a woo, 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 woo sound like it was kind of in trouble. And then it landed on his farm. It's the first time we got that testimony. Carlos de Souza. So it was really early in the morning. He turns off the freeway and he goes up to this place called the Mailini Farm. And he goes up there and he sees it struggling to stay in the air. And then it just boom, hits the ground. He's like, oh my God, the thing just crashed. They need help. So he went up to the actual impact site, which was like a debris field bigger than a football field, maybe 2 football fields with debris everywhere. He said he's looking at it, he's like these little bits everywhere, and he goes, the smell, like he pulled to me. He was like, it's rotten eggs and ammonia. And there was like kind of a liquid that he described. He was talking about the grass was affected by it. He picked up one of the pieces and he said it was like aluminum.
I've heard that
He could
before.
crumple it up really light, like you could barely feel it in your hands, and then when he released it, it regained its shape.
Like Roswell.
It's the same thing as what Jesse Marcel
That's what he said, yeah. He goes, then all these military trucks
Mm-hmm.
started coming in.
Oh wow, that looks like the thing the guy at the airplane seen. I've seen out of the airplane.
So history has recorded the first big UFO sighting in the United States is 1947 in Roswell, New Mexico, very famously right outside Roswell. But actually, there was, in some sense, a bigger and more significant event sighting 2 years before, also in New Mexico, at exactly the
I've heard that
the US
before.
government was detonating the first atomic weapon, shortly thereafter used in Japan. And witnesses
They
on the
don't like
ground saw
atomic bombs.
some kind of object shaped like an avocado, they said, crash land. It was inspected by a lot of locals. There were beings inside, they said, and it was carted away by the U.S. government. Now, people don't want to be called crazy, so no one said too much about it for quite some years. But people within the U.S. government believe it's true, and they believe it so strongly that now, as of this week, the Defense Department's annual spending bill will require, as per Congress, the Pentagon to go back and investigate what really happened. Nick Pope is a former UK Minister of Defense coming on. So this is a story that most,
and lied
I
about
think,
for
Americans are not
years
even
and decades.
aware of. But clearly people within the U.S. government believe it's real, or they wouldn't have attached this to a spending bill, correct?
Yeah.
Correct, yes. This is being called the
People see
Roswell
things.
before
They've seen things.
Roswell. And you're right, people with some knowledge of these intelligence programs who've been briefing Congress about this made sure that this was put into the legislation. And it's one of many UFO provisions in the new defense bill. The DoD must provide Congress with a list of everything they've found out about this specific incident, but all other incidents and programs
Some accountability.
from January 1st, 1945 onwards, and anyone involved in these programs or with information about it will be released from their secrecy oaths and non-disclosure agreements, and they'll be able to testify to Congress about this.
So here we have the nuclear connection again. This was around the first detonation in human history of a nuclear device. Subsequent to that, you've had
It's
UFO
very
sightings
common,
at missile
actually.
bases, around nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, nuclear-powered submarines. There's clearly some nuclear. I mean, I don't pretend to understand, but nuclear has some connection to these sightings.
Has
no?
some connection.
That seems to be the case.
Absolutely.
And again, Congress is demanding answers on this. We had the latest report from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence last week that highlighted the fact that there were several hundred more sightings being investigated, military sightings, than we'd heard of before. Talked about unusual flight characteristics and performance parameters of this. And yeah, we must get to the bottom of this UFO and nuclear connection.
Yeah, I mean, I would think it feels like we're getting closer.
So
I hope.
weird. Oh, it's so weird. What?
Look. Look. They're not moving. They're staying stationary. They're hovering.
They kind of look wide,
Are they
too.
fixed?
Look at the lights changing.
It is moving.
No, it's not.
It looks like it.
Yeah, but they're not moving. That's an airplane. Hang on.
Which one? The one closest to the Capitol building?
Hang on, let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's an airplane.
But the one in the middle. That one.
That's an airplane. You can see it moving.
Yeah.
The one to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Or over here.
The one behind the Capitol building is not an airplane.
Or over here. That's an airplane. Okay.
Yeah, over there is, but look at that one.
And I'm saying, like, when you look to the left of the Capitol,
That one's-
those are not moving.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Are they balloons?
They're here.
Can we go back in the car?
They're here, Ella.
Dude, there's 3.
I believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier. Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
What's up? why. It's also similar to a thing we seen outside the plane.
Is that? It is moving and it's glowing. What the heck? Do you see that? What is that?
It blew smoke just like the very first video. So there's more than these. See, I've never seen that before. That's the first time going through this. And that's the second video. That's crazy.
What is that?
That's wild. I don't know, girl. Something weird. Some government secret agency or aliens from another planet. Something.
It is like...
It's like blurry now.
It's flying around and it's glowing and there's like smoke coming out of it.
Dude, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, the first video started out with almost the same exact flying object. Those videos were really cool. Thanks for sticking it out with me. UFOs are intriguing, yeah, and I think it's pretty arrogant of us to think that we're the only intelligent life out there. I don't think we're that big. Have a good night, guys. Bye.